Hello everyone, today we're going to German Alps region to see all of the beautiful castles, lake, the highest mountain in Germany, and I will show you everything around and do a little guided tour over here. So to see all of those beautiful places in Bavarian Alps, I would highly recommend staying here for 2 or 3 days and staying in Oberammergau. First of all, this is a perfect spot that is located very close to all of the attractions nearby, to all of the castles, to the highest mountain of Germany and other lakes that you can visit. Second of all, it has very beautiful architecture. It is like a village from a fairy tale surrounded by mountains, and the architecture there is amazing. We stayed in a hotel in the city center. They also provide you with a parking ticket that gives you a free parking spot in the city. And you can also explore this village as a sightseeing point. If you're not staying there, I would highly recommend visiting it. And by the way, Ludwig II, that built Linderhof and Neuschwanstein castles, had a connection with Oberammergau, and we were lucky to witness a festival that the residents hold every year in his honor. On the 24th of August, they burn fires in the woods and then they happily march through the city. And now it's time to explore the castles that Ludwig II built in Bavarian Alps. And first one is Linderhof Palace. So as you can see, I changed to my little Bridgerton outfit because we're at Linderhof Palace. It is one of the 3 palaces that was built by Ludwig II. He was obsessed with Ludwig XIV, the King of France, but he was born basically more than a century after that, and he thought that he can rebuild the monarchy, and he wanted to be like an ultimate monarch with huge palaces. What do I want to say else? Obviously, Ludwig II was killed later on because he was investing hell lot of money in those delusional fantasies about the castles, and he resulted in huge debts of millions of crowns, and he was found dead in the lake. No one knows how it happens, but obviously it seems like a murder because he was a bit out of his mind. But the good thing is that now Bavaria has even more attractions, and this place is very beautiful. It's surrounded by very beautiful gardens, and I would highly recommend visiting it. There are different types of tickets. You can buy a ticket with excursion to go inside, or you can just enter the gardens and walk around here. The ticket inside of the palace costs 10 euros. I will insert some pictures of the palace and how it looks. It really is very luxurious and very extra, but the outside of the palace is also breathtaking. So we're now on the way to the second castle, which Ludwig II started building, Neuschwanstein. Is it correct? The pronunciation. And we want to stop near the lake to have a little swim because it's very, very hot, like boiling hot. It's like 34 degrees Celsius, and we have plenty of time left because for Linderhof you need like two hours, I think, and I would recommend going in the morning where there's less tourists. Plus, if you're traveling in summer heard that summer in Germany can be boiling hot again, so I would highly recommend going in the morning, and I will show you the lake that we will swim in, hopefully. So this lake is actually located in Austria, but the good thing is that it is a part of the route from Linderhof to Neuschwanstein castle. And even if you're traveling to those castles not during the summer season and you won't go for a swim, I would still highly recommend visiting this lake because it was a breathtaking experience. This nature gave me goosebumps. It's one of the most beautiful lakes I have ever seen in my whole life. Also, another great thing about this lake is that you don't have to pay for the parking here. You can just find a free spot and take a swim. The water was a bit cold, but still very enjoyable. And after our refreshing swim, we went to Neuschwanstein castle. I would highly recommend booking tickets online because there are a lot of dates where they are sold out. And also, I would highly recommend going in the evening. Our friends visited this castle during the noon, and there were huge queues for the bridge or for the castle. They didn't enjoy the experience as much as we did. To get to the castle, you need to walk for about 30 minutes. You can also take a bus, but we decided to walk up. And it's not steep, everyone can do this hike, and it's actually kind of enjoyable. And here it is, the magical Neuschwanstein castle. Surrounded by the most beautiful nature and mountains, this castle looks like something from fairy tale pages. Sadly, you can't film inside, but I found some pictures, and I can for sure say that if I would wake up in this castle, I would think that I'm in some medieval fantasy. And at the end of excursion, you go to the most beautiful terrace with breathtaking views. As you may know, Neuschwanstein Castle was an inspiration for Disney Castle. It is absolutely huge, but it was planned to be even bigger. Sadly, Ludwig II only started building it, and it wasn't built as he planned, as you can see in the picture. I have to say that this Ludwig II was absolutely crazy. He built crazy castle. I actually loved Neuschwanstein because from the outside it looks very mediocre and very new, but from the inside he really tried to make a medieval vibe interior design, and it looks amazing. So I would highly recommend going inside. It is absolutely worth it. He was absolutely crazy also because he's like, I want a grot in one of the rooms, and he did a grot in one of the rooms, and the views, you really feel like you're in a fairy tale. I really got this feeling. Never in my life in any of the other castles I got this feeling, but in this one I got it. So if you want to feel the fairy tale, you definitely need to visit this. I think you can really feel my happiness and excitement from visiting this castle, and afterwards we went to the famous bridge that has the best view on Neuschwanstein Castle. It takes about 15 minutes. It's a bit scary to stand on the bridge, but it's absolutely worth it. And And after visiting the bridge, we took a bus down. It costs €2 and it's very convenient. Also, on the way from the castle, we got amazing views. So today we're on our way to go up. I hope that we will be able to go up to the highest mountain in Germany. That is almost 3 kilometers height, and then we're planning to visit a very beautiful lake also near that mountain. So let's go. First off, we'll go up the highest mountain in Germany, Zugspitze. There's two ways how can you go up: using a funicular or a train. You buy one ticket and then you can choose which type of transportation you want to use. You can choose one type of transportation both for way up and down, or choose one for way up and the other one for way down. We decided to go up by train and go down by funicular. Another thing that I have to say, that before going here you really need to check the weather up there, because if it's cloudy you won't see anything and there's not really a point of going up. I will leave the link to the website where you can check the webcams. It can change during the day, but still, before going here, better check it. Also, there's two parkings, the one that is closer to the lake and the one that is closer to the trains. But if those are full, you can also park in the nearby city and then take a train that goes, I think, right here even. And so you don't have to be scared that if there's no parking left. But I think the parkings are pretty big, so I think you will be alright unless you're going on the weekend, because there's a lot of locals coming here just to visit the lake and to chill near the lake. The train ride itself is quite pleasant. There's a lot of panoramic views and big windows, so you can witness the beauty of German Alps through the windows. The big disadvantage is that Germans don't really like ACs, so it can be pretty hot in summer and it smelled like sweat. It smelled like sweat a lot. And also, at the end of your journey by train, you will go through a tunnel which length is 4.5 kilometers, and you can watch a movie that tells about how they built this tunnel. It's actually amazing, and there's a huge advantage of traveling by train because you don't arrive to the highest point of Zugspitze but a bit earlier on, and you can visit glacier and then take a funicular and go to the upper point of Zugspitze. Here you can find very nice cafes and viewing points, go to the ancient glacier and enjoy walking on millions of age ice, and also try a snow ride in the middle of the summer. It was amazing. And now let's listen to the sound of the glacier. I have to mention that if you want to go to the glacier, please make sure to bring sunglasses, because you will be blind. The moment that I took off sunglasses, I was completely blinded by the bright ice that reflects the light everywhere. Visiting glacier was one of the best experiences here in Germany. It was just so unique and so pleasant to be with nature. After we had enough time at the glacier, we also had a nice lunch, and then we took a funicular to go to the highest point of Zugspitze. By the way, Zugspitze is located at the exact border between Germany and Austria, so you can walk to the Austrian side of this mountain and try some Austrian food and also visit a museum of a snowflake. That was a very strange museum, but it was free, so how can you not visit it? Also on the Austrian side, you can find this table with a stamp where you can stamp your tickets or any kind of paper or envelopes with Zugspitze of Austrian side. After that, we went for a coffee, and that was such a beautiful viewpoint where you can sit, relax, watch the birds that are flying on the height of 3,000 kilometers and just enjoy. And afterwards, we took a funicular to go down and go to the Eibsee lake. Funicular was a very, very nice experience, but if you're scared of heights, better take the train back. We are back to the ground. It was such a nice journey, but it is so boiling hot here. Like, we walked 5 minutes from the funicular to the car and I'm dying out of heat. So we will go now to the lake and I just need to dip myself into the water. At that moment, I didn't know that the walk to the good place near the lake will take like 15 minutes more of walking, but it was a nice, pleasant walk through the woods. We went a bit further away from the people because it was crowded on that day, and it was an amazing experience swimming in this lake with amazing views around. It's just so nice to swim in a crystal clear water, but again, if you're visiting not in summer, I would still highly recommend coming up to the lake and enjoying the nature here. So we explored a part of Bavarian Alps and our journey doesn't stop here. Now we're going to the biggest lake in Germany, to a very beautiful city that we visited last year in February, if I'm not mistaken. And it should be very, very pretty. We want to visit a castle, and after that we're heading to the Black Forest region, to Freiburg. I've made a whole video about Freiburg. You can check it out here in the corner or down below in the description box. It is a very beautiful city, and I think it's the most underrated city in Germany by the beauty, and not a lot of tourists know about it. So I will show you even more spots there, and we will explore some other parts of Germany. I found a house for myself with my height. So Meersburg is a very beautiful medieval town with absolutely unique atmosphere. It is located at the shore of the biggest lake in Germany, and the atmosphere there again is so nice. You can just walk around, explore, go to the lake and witness these beautiful medieval houses. Must see in Meersburg is its medieval castle. The first central tower of it was built back in 7th century, so it really holds the medieval spirit inside, and it was built to overlook the Lake Constance, which is again the biggest lake in Germany, and it gives it the vibe of King's Landing from Game of Thrones. I just love places like this because it feels like all of the walls hold history and can tell you the stories that are centuries old. I don't know, I always feel some kind of magic in the air in medieval castles, and I also do fantasy photography, so I was dressed in medieval dress while walking and exploring the castle, and it even added up to the experience of visiting it. After you're done with the castle, you can walk closer to the lakes through these narrow medieval streets of Meersburg and enjoy the atmosphere near the shore of the lake. And we're heading to Freiburg, which is located in the heart of Black Forest region here in Germany. It's a very beautiful city with amazing historical architecture, and it has so much to offer. I have made a full guided tour around the city, but now I want to tell about the additional activities that you can do in this region. And first of all, going to Freiburg match. I hope that you will be able to get a ticket for any football match here in Germany because the atmosphere here is absolutely amazing. And the energy of the fans is giving me goosebumps. You don't have to be a football fan, just go there for having this experience. Except for that, near Freiburg you can also visit ruins of Waldkirch Castle or visit ruins of much bigger castle Hochburg. I already have told about it in my previous video, but this time we were lucky to be on the medieval festival that is hosted here every year in August. It had very nice food and very nice atmosphere. In general, Germany is such a beautiful country. I can't wait to explore it even more. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video and I hope that it was helpful for you. If yes, please make sure to subscribe to this channel. I would really appreciate any type of support. And also watch a Freiburg video and write in the comments below what cities you want me to visit and tell about in my next videos. I'm planning a trip to Prague, hopefully, or Krakow in the next months, but if you want me to visit any of your cities where you live in, please leave them in the comments down below.